Guys, it's your girl Empress Speaks Keish. I'm coming to y'all with a Tuesday talk. I just be making up stuff. I just wanted to have a conversation, really. Just something random that was in my heart and that I thought about today. So I was in an Uber the other night, and I was having a conversation with the Uber driver, and we was just having a random conversation, and somehow we got in a conversation about relationships, and he was like, are you in a relationship or whatever? And I was like, no, I'm not. And I was like, right now I got a lot going on. Like, I'm working 2 jobs, I'm going to school. Like, I have kids, I'm a single mom. Like, I'm really occupied, and I'm like, I have too much going on. Like, and he's like, you're not sad about it? You don't seem like you're sad about it. I was like, no. I was like, right, honestly, I'm in a good space in my life, and I'm like, I just like have good momentum. I don't really feel sad about it. And I was like, honestly, I really don't want a relationship. And I really don't feel like I'm ready for one right now either, because I don't have the energy for a relationship right now. I don't have the energy to focus on another person, because right now I'm trying to put the energy on myself of all the times I neglected myself and the things that I wanted to do for myself. And I'm like, so right now it's just like me time. It's like go time. It's like grind time for me. And he's like, man, that's great. Like, I really like your perspective on it. He's like, a lot of people, don't look at things that way. And it brought me to the conversation that I wanted to have today. And it was also this quote that I seen. I saw this quote on Instagram, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the quote that I saw. And the quote says, healing also means taking an honest look at the role you play in your own suffering. And I'll repeat it. It says, healing also means taking an honest look at the role you play in your own suffering. My self-work to my self-worth has really been teaching me to like sit down with myself, sit down with God, to self-correct my actions. Me being like in my single space has been a great feeling of like focus. It's been a great feeling of discipline, like, again, self-correction, of preparation, of mindfulness. So what I want to talk about today to like women like me who may be in the same space, or anybody who may be in the same space like myself, is to take time, like in your singleness, to sit with God. Take time to sit with yourself, self-correct, okay? Discipline yourself, face your traumas, deal with them. A lot of times we point the finger at the other person, maybe in our past relationships and our friendships or whatever it may be, and we don't look at ourselves and the broken parts of us that allowed us to deal with a lot of the things that happened and that played a part in our suffering. And healing is required for change to occur. You know what I'm saying? So are tears. Tears are required. But in the end, there's joy, there's confidence, there's self-worth, there's a sense of freedom that like awaits at the end. And so for me, like, my daily prayer always for me, and my daily prayer is for you, is that we see ourselves how God sees us, mistakes or our bad decisions. God sees us as his own. God sees us as worthy. God sees us as beautifully and wonderfully made. And like, we need to see ourselves in that way, and we need to walk in that same light, and like not diminish it for anybody, like not diminish it for a relationship, not diminish it for a friendship, not diminish it for acceptance or wanting to feel accepted. Like God accepts us. He accepts us for who we are, for all our bad parts and our good parts. Like he loves us and he accepts us. So man, like that's my Tuesday talk. Like that quote, it really sat with me and really made me think about that conversation that I had with the gentleman in the Uber. And it's just like a lot of times we need to take a look at ourselves. I feel like, again, sometimes that's why healing is work, guys. It's not something it's easy to do. For me, I was kind of like forced into my own healing. It's not something that like I wanted at the time, but it all worked out, and it all worked out for my good. And God makes things happen for a reason. And where I'm at in this space and place in my life, I'm just like very happy with myself and how far I'm coming along. And I'm just praying for more strength, for God to give me like more strength, for God to give me more grace, for me to keep pushing, and for me not to lose focus. And like, to be real honest, there's no relationship right now for me that there's no relationship right now for me that I really want, that's gonna like, I just don't want nothing to like knock me off course. And it takes a lot of, I don't know what's the right word to say, but it takes a lot for you to really realize what you need for yourself and what you need to work on in yourself, and for you to realize, you know what, maybe this is something that I may want. Of course, yeah, you want to be with somebody. Of course, yeah, you don't want to be by yourself, but is it really worth it for me right now? Like, is this something that I really need to have right now? And for me, that's a no. Like, for me right now, I really need to focus on Keisha. For me right now, like, I really want to get my ducks in a row and do what I need to do for myself. So sometimes you really need to sit with God and sit with yourself and take accountability. We're a unit, we're together. And a lot of times the other person may not even be on that same page. That they may not be thinking that. So yeah, man. Hey, yeah, look, take your time. And that's where I'm at with myself. I'm really just like taking my time and just like, look, going with whatever God has for me, whatever he wants for me. And hey, when that time comes, and when God says, Keisha, it's that time, and he said, you ready, I would know. I know when I'm ready, and he'll let me know when I'm ready. And when he sends that person my way, I'm sure there won't be no doubt. It will be effortless, you know what I mean? And I would know. So it would be something that would be pushing me towards him and pushing me towards the purposes that I have, and it wouldn't be nothing that would be taking me away from it. So yeah, but that's my Tuesday talk for y'all.
I'm at a point on my journey where I am making decisions for my happiness that don't make sense to anybody else around me. I am not looking for a high five, a word of encouragement. I'm not asking you what you think about it. I'm just gonna do it. So if you see me doing something out of character, or I'm acting brand new, or I'm on some new shit, just know it's about who I'm becoming and not about who I've been. It's about where I'm going and not where I was. And I don't want anybody to take it personal when this growth happens.